What's up, you guys? How you doing? Welcome back to my channel, Pepe's Point of View. Whew, I tell you, getting a lot of work in right now. I tell you. Well, I want to talk about some entertainment news, but not, um, excuse me, necessarily P Diddy news. But I guess you could say it's kind of related to P Diddy, and some of the things that is allegedly going on, over there in the P. Diddy's camp. I'm sorry. I guess, I kind of go with the flow on some of these videos that I'm doing because I usually go at a different angle, most of the time. And I just came across something that was kind of, I'm not going to say disturbing to me, but I was like, really? Well, there's no secret. There's a lot of things going on around DV. You understand what I'm saying? Domestic, right? And DA, domestic, right? Okay, got to be mindful of some of the words we use over here in these YouTube streets. And so I came across this article that was kind of shocking to me, and I was like, okay, let me talk about it for a minute. So it says here nearly 900 RAPE kids now being tracked in South Carolina. Now, that number, when I heard 900, or rather read 900, I was saying to myself, like, whoa, that is a lot of our kids, right? A lot of our kids. And you mean to tell me that many are kids? And now that they're able to be tracked in South Carolina, so here it is. I am getting this information from WRDW. Okay, obviously it's out of South Carolina. That's the news affiliate. And it says here, after years of waiting, hundreds of SA evidence kits have been logged into the South Carolina's new online tracking system, finally giving survivors the tools to follow updates about when forensic testing is done. Fox Carolina Investigate started looking into the tracking system, uh, SAKTS, last year after our reporting revealed it has still not been implemented a year after it was legally required to be up and running. All right. Now, it says here that South Carolina Law Enforcement Division cited funding problems, but would not sit down with us for an interview or allow us to tour their forensic lab. In December 2023, they started rolling out the pilot program a year and a half overdue. Now, the law requires the SLED to submit semi-annual reports to lawmakers and the governor on how the system is being used. Uh, At the start of our investigation last year, no RKIDs in South Carolina was being uniformly tracked. Through dozens of Freedom of Information Act requests were confirmed, more than 3,000 untested RKIDs were in evidence storage across the state. Whew. In the new semi-annual report dated August the 1st, it is stated that 871 R kits are currently being tracked. Of those, forensic testing have been requested for 655 kits and 141 have been completed. Wow, it's just what it is. I'm just kind of astonished, right? And it looks like this could possibly be like an ongoing issue. We have here, obviously, this situation that kind of tie into what we have here with, you know, the P. Diddy allegations and all of the things that are centered around, him and what was going on in his, business, his personal life, his camp, whatever you want to call it, right? So we have all of this stuff happening, right? And then as it relates to, states in a state such as South Carolina, where you have 900 R kits that are definitely that are being tracked. And I'm thinking 900 R kits, and I'm saying to myself, like, wow, that number is huge for one state. But not only that, just to kind of give you how my mind wanders sometimes, or where it goes. I'm thinking about Law and Order, right? SVU, when you would have Benson and what's his name? I can't pronounce. Oh God, I don't know why. I could have pronounced his name any other time, and now I want to mess up his name. Uh, you know who I'm talking about. Uh, what's his name? Uh, it's been a long day for me. Ice T. Tutuola, Odafin, Tutuola, character, Ice T. But anyway, those guys, right? Elliot, Benson, all of them, right? Uh, and I'm thinking about the SVU, and obviously, it's a movie, it's fictional, but I'm pretty sure they pull, from actual real life experiences, when they're doing their show. And in a way, I'm saying to myself, I'm like, wow, that number is definitely huge. It's definitely a big problem, just across the board, especially a place like uh, South Carolina. And then I'm thinking about the 900 kits that are being uh, logged and being tracked, and how there's a backlog, right? So, it's just a lot of things going on. I want y'all to take a look at some statistics. I'm sorry. And it says here the National S Violence Resource Center is what I'm looking at. And it says 1 in 5 women in the United States experience completed or attempted R during their lifetime. Nearly a quarter, 24.8% of men in the US experience some form of contact uh, SV in their lifetime. Nationwide, 81% of women and 43% of men reported experiencing some form of SH, and that's harassment, and or a in their lifetime. 1 in 3 female victims of completed or attempted or experienced it for the first time between the ages of 11 and 17. This is astonishing, isn't it? It says that 40% of R and SA were reported to police in 2017, but only about 25% were reported to police in 2018. The prevalence of false reporting for SA crimes is low, between 2% and 10%. And it says here, almost 1 in 4 undergraduate women experience SA or misconduct at 33 of the nation's major universities. About half of female victims of R reported being R by an intimate partner, and 40.8% by an acquaintance. It's astonishing. It's astonishing. I think that for me, and the reason why, and I hate to say it this way, but the reason why I put this picture here, I'm not necessarily saying P. Diddy is the poster child for this, or that this couple, P. Diddy and the late Kim Porter, is a poster child for this, but it definitely makes you look at, not only is this a celebrity, issue, talking about entertainment, so on and so forth, but it's definitely an issue with, just nationwide. And just to see, or read rather, that South Carolina has 900, that's a lot. It's just way, it's just, that number is huge. It's a huge number. Sorry. It's just a huge number. And that's the ones that have been reported. So just think about the things that have not been reported. But I think it's just something that was worth, talking about and discussing, these statistics in a place like South Carolina, where, for whatever reason, they're saying money, right, is an issue. It has taken them over a year. And this was when they were legally required, or mandated to, find a tracking system for, our kids. And now, to see, a year later, they're kind of being forced to do it. They're talking about, is it a money issue? Is it really a money issue? Is it, not enough people, not enough workers? which does that relate to a money issue? Sometimes I wonder what they mean when they say it's a money issue. Is it money issues meaning that they don't have the money to pay people to put in these positions in order to do it, or is it another money issue based off, the things that they need to have in place in order to make sure things like this get tracked? I'm always curious when people say, it's a money issue and what that really and truly means. But anyway, it is what it is. Well, if you made it this far in my commentary, I would like for you guys to hang around and stick around with me. I definitely appreciate it. Over here, my motto is simple: put your behind where your heart desires to be. And whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. I look forward to seeing you next video. And until then, you guys should know what to do by now. That's right. Take care of yourselves. All right.